Do you want to do another one?
Sure.
I'm going to change the pause type because there's
Oh,
sync or real time.
It says the host is timed
I'm going to
out.
sync it.
You're probably going to have to send me another invite.
Just send you an invite.
They come back in.
Yeah, I have to select the mission at the beginning.
Okay. And another thing, I don't have any music from the game at all. Weird.
No, I don't actually. I'll pick your favorite place.
Oh, yeah, God. Now we got to rush towards the VIP in under. Okay.
Who has control of the sniper, I wonder?
Yeah, that's true. There's only one sniper. Well, yeah, you can control the sniper, but I really didn't like actually doing it. And also the M14 should have more damage than the M16 because it's a 7.62 round. But it says it had less stopping power, so that doesn't it's not right. But I think it's a bug in the game. But the here it says that the accuracy is equal. That might be right. But then we go to the MK17, the MK20, and they have really poor accuracy. That's not right. It's only a negative actually. Some guy who played this game, he actually said that it's, well, in the state it is now, it's actually beneficial to have no scope on there, just iron sights, because he's just as accurate and he will be more maneuverable. Better mobility if you have no scope on there, just iron sights. Can you imagine a sniper rifle?
True. I was contemplating doing it.
You can make a playthrough, maybe make a video on DK1. It's still a good game.
Yeah.
And there's another game that I bought on Steam, which is similar to DK1 and DK2, which is called Breach and Clear. You know that game?
Yeah, I have it. I have never tried it.
It works a little bit different. It works with squares. You put your person in a square. It's still very fun, but it's a little bit more limiting because there is slightly less freedom because you only can put your guy in a certain square on a grid. The squares are very small though, but still, you're limited to squares, where in this game you can put your guy anywhere you want. But it's also entertaining. The graphics are not the best, it's not really well, but it's still an entertaining game. Bought it for like $5 or something. So, okay. I just got back into the game, but what are you throwing actually? Are those grenades or smoke or stun?
Flashbang stun gun.
Okay, because if you start throwing grenades, you're certainly gonna have civilian kills, and we will not be able to finish it with 3 stars. But what is your plan? Do you would you like to try and see if we can perfect this on 3 stars, which means no friendly kills, no civilian kills, and killing every single terrorist on the map? Because that's what you need to do.
Every idea.
Now, my plan, you'd like to know what I've done properly. What I've done in my solo playthrough, well, I didn't got it perfect, but 2 stars, was that I set up one guy here behind the wall. Initially, there was an assault guy, another assault guy behind this wall with cover, and I had my machine gunner here and my sniper next to it here, shooting forward like this, trying to get as much cover as I could. Killing these guys mostly in a square, and I used the sniper a little bit. I also used the sniper to take out this guy here, because here's an hostile, and you can't reach it with the normal guy, so you need to do it with a sniper. Then what did I do? I pushed forward with with my 2. Well, now I only got 2 people, of course, but when I was alone, I had 4 guys. I put my 2 assault guys like in rush mode, like full on running, like this, over the thing under the well, and run straight through here with a slap charge, because that's faster than using a lockpick. That takes too long. And then I have a second guy waiting behind, coming around, but facing that way. to cover him, because there's lots of enemies that will be coming out of these rooms, coming like this. So I have one guy covering while the other guy places a slap charge. Then I again immediately run as fast as I can, and usually it's around 24-second game time. I reach this position, and I can aim. Then you got from this location, 2 executioners will come walking, and they will want to get into this room to execute the VIP. But then I'll kill him. I kill him here, and then I immediately, after killing the 2 executioners, I run into the room here because there's no enemies here usually, and I set up my guy behind the counter here, facing that way. That way, one guy can cover this door, this window, and this door in case an enemy comes to kill the VIP. Then he will get shot by my guy from this direction behind the bar. The only door that is not covered is this door, but they usually don't come from the north. But if I have 2 guys here, I will have another guy sitting here so he can cover this door. But eventually I need to clear the rest of the map, so I only leave the guy standing behind the bar here to cover the VIP, cover facing this way. It will automatically cover this door, it will cover this door, and will cover this window, which usually is enough to keep any enemies away. Then I start clearing the rooms. I start with this room, and this room, and this room, and then I go to this room, and this, and this. And I usually see if there's any enemies here from this room, from through the window. Then I usually kick out this window and the curtains to see if there's anybody here. Usually I already see there's nobody here up till here from when I was covering from this position. So, you got the stun, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, now you can
Well,
see
our tactics are very similar.
Yeah,
We do the almost exact same thing here, the 2 assassins.
yeah, but the thing is,
Break
not
in,
okay.
cover the room.
Yeah.
It's what's different to you is I attack here directly.
Okay, you go through that. I have never been here. This part I used to the very last of my mission, and this part I actually approached this position from this side. And when I have cleared this square and this fountain, I go in these windows. I kick out these windows, and then I clear this place. But I start at the right after I secure the VIP, and the shortest possible way to get to the VIP, the fastest route I have found is not through the window. Yeah, it's that way, exactly. First I thought it might be here,
So,
you know, and
yeah,
you can go through the door, this door, that door, and then this door. But it's too slow. You need all those doors, and one is locked, the window. The fastest way is this way, and then like this, and then in here.
So, this gate here
Yeah,
is the problem.
I know. And the fastest way to get this gate open is a slap charge.
No, it isn't. That's the second fastest way.
Okay, what's the fastest way? Because a grenade doesn't work, a hand grenade, I believe.
The fastest way is to flashbang these guys.
Well, they
use the sniper to kill a couple. No more than 2.
Yeah, but here's another one.
And what will happen is they all run off, and somebody with a key goes through that door.
Yeah.
And that'll be left open.
I know, but I also saw that happen with a civilian going through this door as well. But there are many enemies here. This is just one. Here, this is also an enemy. This is an enemy. This is an RPG guy, very dangerous. This is 2 RPG guys. But this is a civilian. Or this is a civilian. Here's an RPG guy. Here's an RPG guy, and then these 2 are RPG guys, but these 2, and then these 2 are civilians again. This is.
So I tend start with the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
That makes everybody scatter.
Okay, but they also shoot rockets
They'll
back.
open that gate. I'll open that gate. Flashbangs come over the top.
Okay.
Any enemies that are left in this area are stunned.
But only for
Push
5
into this
seconds.
section here, anywhere across this line, and then we can start picking them off. As soon as they're gone, combining with the sniper, of course, and we do that run. And that gate there should be open. Not 100% of the time, depends who goes that way.
But if it's not open, worst case scenario, we need to use a
And
slap
slap charge.
And yeah, I try different methods, but the slap charge is faster than using a tire iron, or what do you call those things? Using a braking tool. It
The
takes,
crowbar, yeah.
yeah, crowbar. It takes longer. Let's see, yeah. The thing is, what I suspect, because we're in co-op now, once we start the first initial attack, we won't be able to pause it. And
Well, that's why I restarted the host.
okay.
Because when you set up the room, you can decide how the pause works.
Oh, okay, and you're the host. Because I was afraid we couldn't pause it, and then we would have to do it the first time right, rushing to the door, otherwise the VIP gets killed. We'll have to do the whole mission over again.
Two options are sync and real time. So last time we were in real time, this time we're in sync.
Oh, okay.
I assume we can pause it.
Okay, but only if I pause it too, probably, or not. Or only if one of us
Not
pause
sure.
it. Or probably only if you pause it, because you're the host.
Maybe.
But I still need to set my guys. I still need to set my guys. But you haven't thrown your flashbangs yet. So if they see my guys before you throw your flashbangs, they will get alarmed that they will already start shooting around, and I will lose my guys, and you haven't thrown flashbangs yet. So maybe I should wait until the flashbangs are thrown, and you use the sniper to shoot the first guys, and then I can rush out with one of my assault guys, because I need to hold back my sniper properly. But my sniper doesn't have a slap charge. Shit. Oh wait, I need to change that because my guy doesn't. Oh, I forgot I can't go back now.
Okay, that's cool.
My guy doesn't have a slap charge, just a hand grenade. I forgot to change that. Sorry.
I don't think I did either. Yeah, I didn't do it either.
I will keep the smoke grenade. I keep the spy camera. I don't need a spy camera. I usually keep the spy camera. It's very handy. Sneaking through doors. So I will use a slap charge like that. Okay. I'm good again. Sorry. Now you need to replan and all.
Right. This is the fun bit for me. I like the plan.
So what
You see how I'm using go commands?
Yeah, I see you putting A in there, but you also can get a B or a C and a D.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, but it's still a little bit.
If I've got this set to A,
yeah.
and you have as well, whether we control all units.
Yeah, I wonder that too. Could also throw some. I don't have any flashbangs. I got a normal grenades and smoke grenades.
I wouldn't use normal grenades just in case we hit a civilian.
Yeah, I wasn't planning to because then civilians surely going to get killed.
Yeah. We want 3 stars.
Yeah, we can't use grenades unless we're 100% sure there's no civilians in the air. If we scope it out, then maybe we can. The grenade throws are really far in this game, though. You can throw them really far.
Yeah, ridiculously far.
Oh, there's something else, something different from the game. I saw you upload a video today on your channel. You're not liking fishing North Atlantic, I understand.
It's too broken.
Yeah, I saw it pass by my what do you call it? Because I'm sub to your channel, so every time you upload a video, I see
Right.
it. So I saw your video. I saw in my video feed, my YouTube feed. I saw your video come by that do not buy, fishing North Atlantic. But uh, um, too late because I already bought it weeks ago when it just came out. It is, but I'm actually
Yeah. Well,
enjoying.
in my review, I said that if you buy it, you're going to have to put up with a lot of bugs.
And it's true. And I'll tell you that
And
there's a few bugs that are really annoying, but I can live with them. But I'm enjoying the game, but I haven't played it in a while now. I've played it a total of like 25 hours or something, like that, 20 hours. And
yeah, how far have you got?
well, I'm up to my third ship, still a small one. I got that very versatile ship that you can use for craft fishing, so sword
Oh
fishing,
yeah,
and it has
the Ocean
40.
Runner.
I believe it has you can have 40 pots on there, so I actually use it to purely for swordfish and tuna fishing, and I use all 40 pots, and I got like 35,000 kilos of swordfish and stuff, so I got over 1 million on one single haul, 1,000,003, I believe
Nice.
I got. I'm up to 1.5 million money. I have no debt with the bank, and I got that shit, but it's very hard. There's no in between middle ships, because now the next ship for me is a big one. The what was it called? The big fishing ship that you can use behind the blue one, the Arctic Pioneer.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, if
that's not for deep line. It's for long line fishing. But I want to use it extra when because they're planning to put in a game that you can no longer fish for fish outside the season, which we all have been doing probably.
yeah,
I mean, you can still catch tuna and swordfish when the season is officially already over. And
yeah,
the devs are gonna change that. So that's why I'm thinking I might be wise to not just fish for tuna and swordfish anymore for the big bucks, but also invest in a boat for longline fishing, for redfish and the rest, mackerel and whatever, silver hake and whatever it's called. But it's not really profitable unless you got a really big boat with a lot of cargo. So
yeah, exactly.
that's why I
It's a
kept.
lot of work as well.
It's a lot of work, but and you lose a certain percentage to your crew. You can try doing it alone, but yeah, you have to do too much. So on my ship that I got now, the Ocean Runner, I already have 3 crew on board, so I don't have to haul in the fish myself anymore. So I can just sit back, lazy, and just sail by the buoys and let the AI pick up the buoys.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Ocean Runner.
Yeah, but I must say that there's some bugs, and there's this thing
There's
that
lots of bugs.
yeah, but there's this thing with the Ocean Runner. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, I find it a bit gnarly, a bit uncomfortable or scary because there's this thing I've got in real life. It's not that I don't have. I'm not afraid of heights, but I have a little bit of fear in real life of great depths. I have depth fear, if that makes any sense. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I would never be a guy who would go voluntarily on a submarine or something like that. But I like
no, right.
sailing. I like sailing though. I would like to be on a boat, but um, like be on a small fishing boat, like in the middle of the sea or an ocean like that, where it's like a mile deep, and then you're on
I
the
know,
ocean
scary
runner.
stuff.
Then you're on the ocean runner, and I'm hauling in all my tuna and my swordfish, and I'm approaching like 20,000 kilos, 30,000 kilos, and I see the ship in the back of the boat is like completely below the surface. Sometimes, like, uh, I'm taking on lots of water in the cabin as well, and I'm like, fuck, I'm like, fuck, I'm like frightened the hell out because you can see underwater, you can almost see your boat being pulled underwater from the weight of the fish. It's not really realistic. They need to change that. I saw YouTube videos from people playing that boat, And when the ship was well, it's already been nerfed to 30,000 kilos max, but it used to be 40,000, right, before the update.
60.
Oh, yeah, 60. That's true, 60. And there was a guy who made a video about it on YouTube, and he used that same boat that I got now, and he fished with longline fishing, and he put like everything in the cargo that he had that you could like. He had like 60,000 kilos of fish on board, and the ship was almost like three quarters being pulled underwater. It was like fucking scary. I was like, fuck, that looks scary. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to be pulled underwater. Where's my fish? No. And then when you pull in the line, when you're pulling in the long line, the funny thing is the ship is halfway underwater. So you're pulling in the long line is not being pulled up, but the long line is actually being pulled literally down towards you because your ship is lower than the line is, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
actually really creepy. It's really scary because I think, man, I don't know if it's modeled in the game, if it's possible for a ship to literally sink to the bottom. That's scary as F for somebody like me.
It's not, unfortunately.
You know, but I've seen it.
Technically, you can do it.
I've seen the ship being pulled out of water fairly deeply, and if there would be real life, that ship would jump.
Yeah.
Wear the lifelines, wear a life jacket, inflatable life jacket. I want to get off this ship. I was literally sweating when I was the last time I took out the ship because I haven't played the game in a few weeks. The last time I took the ship out. I went out to deep waters because the update says now that you have to go deeper than 100 meters, for the deep lines to be effective. Otherwise, you only get one tuna or one swordfish on your line instead of two or three, mostly three. So I'll go out in deep and I get like
Quite
30,000.
often you get none.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch where the sonar is all bugged to hell as well. The sonar isn't good in the game. I don't like it. I mean, you're trying to
Thanks
look
for that.
fish. I actually liked it better the way it was. It was maybe a little bit easier, but it was better in fishing Barents Sea. That you see that you could just check the mini map and you could see where schools of fish were on the mini map. Remember
Yes, but I
that?
don't like that because I'm a hardcore player.
Yeah, you could turn it off, I believe. Could you? Yeah, right.
I remember.
Hmm.
I stopped playing that such a long time ago.
Well, I actually like the game a lot. Barents Sea. This one is a little bit more realistic, but I liked it too. But the last time
Well, did you play Fishing Barents Sea when it first came out?
yeah, also in the first weeks of release. Yeah, first week I bought it, I believe. It was only out for like
Because
1 week.
originally the waves and the ocean and stuff were far more realistic.
Hmm.
And when your boat was heavily laden, it was actually difficult to get back into port
That's
if the
true.
tide was going out, for example.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember that. But
That was brilliant.
I stopped playing the game, Barents Sea, long before, actually, even before the DLC came. With the extra fishing boats.
Yeah,
I already stopped playing before the DLC came, so I never played that DLC. I just played the main ships, but I wasn't really satisfied because I believe, if I remember correctly, that the base game Barents Sea only had 5 ships in the game. And there was too much disparity between the prices of the ships. There's too many,
yes,
2 out of the 5 ships that were trawlers, and they costing major money, like 20 million bucks, and I didn't have that. And the other ones were only 3 ships that were normal, long line ships, or deep
yeah,
line, whatever. And so I quit playing, and then the DLC came. But you had to pay for the DLC, and I didn't like that, so I never played it again. But the mechanics were fun. I liked the heavy waves and stuff that was in the beginning of Barents Sea. But
yeah. I love those.
I must admit, what you said in one of your videos, it's true that they really toned down the violence of the waves in the North Atlantic. It's not as violent anymore in open water.
No waves at all.
When there is a storm, when there's rain and all, the rain actually clips through the cabin, which I really hate. I so hate that. I mean, come on, people. I always say that. Come on, devs. I mean, we're in 2020. You know, the time of video games when rain and stuff like that was clipping through the roof of buildings. That was back in the 90s, early 2000s. We should know better today, right? I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
I always hate it. I always feel that when a dev makes a video game and it has rain in it, and you go inside a whatever inside a building, and it also rains inside the building. You know, I find it really lazy programming. Or is it just me?
I agree 100%.
I mean, it's also really immersion breaking because you're in a game where it rains, where you can get wet, whatever, and then you try to I don't know, try not to get wet by shielding yourself in a building, and the rain still comes through the building, yeah, to the ceiling. It's really I always hated that in games. It's so immersion breaking. It's always my first
I don't
gripe.
think
Sorry,
I don't think that happened in Fish and Barren Sea.
no, did they
It's actually
change
got
it?
worse.
Oh, okay. But I see you already played a rush game. Do you also want me to rush towards the gate with a guy?
What do you want to do?
Well, I got my forward guy. I'm gonna. Why can I not select it? All right. Okay. This guy. I'm gonna also want to send him forward, rushing forward towards the well and towards the gate. But you still have to throw your flashbangs first. And I don't know really well. I'll be honest. Throughout my whole solo play, I never use the A, B, C, D commands, so it's a bit
Okay.
difficult for me to use them. But I can try.
They're pretty straightforward.
I can put them up here and then say that this is A, right? Like that. So it will only walk through there when I press A or something.
So you can see I've got an alpha on my guy here, and then a second alpha on the flashbang. He's got an alpha,
Mm-hmm.
and that's got an alpha. But when we start the game, nobody will move until I press go,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll stand there and he won't throw that flashbang until I press it again.
But you have to press A on your keyboard or just click on the A icon with the mouse.
You can press 1, 2, 3, and 4, or A, B, C, and D.
Ah, okay, that's handy. So now I've got my guy here, and I've got one A here, so to hide him behind the wall, from shield him from enemy fire. My main guy on the front, the assault guy with the M4, and then I can hold him here at A, and then if
I
I
can't see your mouse, by the way.
sorry,
Do you mean here?
yeah, I mean there, yeah. Oh, you can't see my mouse. That's true.
No.
There. So I'll make this an A2, or do I need to make this a B, or is A good enough?
Yeah, I kind of break it down so I've got an A team and a B team.
Okay, but if you press A, would that also move my guy? That's what I'm wondering. Just what you just said.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Well, we can do this again.
Maybe.
If this fails horribly, we can do it again. But hang on. I also will be doing some. Okay, like this, and then it will be here, and then I'll make a. Hang on. This, and then I will also make a rush, dash towards towards the gate. It automatically drawn a slap charge on it, but probably it's already open from the guys. And then
I would hope so, yeah.
and then I will face here northly because, as I said, from this position, 2 executioners will come to kill VIP, and a few seconds later, after them, another 2 executioners will come from this direction. So I need to make sure that I am this position, probably a little further, in case they're already in this hallway, so that I can take any hostile out before they get into the room with the VIP. And that's my assault guy. Now I still need orders for my sniper guy. But what can I do with my sniper? Well, I will put him on B, my sniper. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Like this, but I'm going to make him here cover this spot. But this is going to be B. Then once he has covered this and everybody is dead, what I usually do with the sniper is that I cover this spot. Hang on. This spot. This door.
Okay.
So sometimes this door, enemies come out. And through this window, enemies shoot because in this room here in the back, here in the back, we got enemies. And at this door, we got enemies coming out. And if my sniper is positioned at this location, then it can shoot. Then it can. Why is it not working? Then it can shoot diagonally up to here and kill the people at the door. And if it's gonna stand in the middle here, it can shoot all the way back towards the guys here in the back. If that makes any sense.
Okay. Yep.
I usually park him a little bit behind cover, like behind the oil drum, and then I'll focus on the door and on the let's see that. Yes, and this is also a B. And
what you might want to do is put an A or B marker on these guys here as well.
Oh, I forgot.
So they don't just walk off as soon as you start.
I should be B. B, and this one is an A. Good. So they will only walk in phases every time we press A.
Yep.
Okay, this is A, and I need to press it again. Or to get here, wait, I need to make this an A as well. Yep. And you're covering my back when I open the door with a slap charge, or when the door is already open. It's very important that you cover this side. There's a lot of enemies are in this hallway. Sometimes some civilians, that's a bugger, but enemies will be coming through this gate and out of this room. So when you put a guy here,
they also come in here.
Right?
They're getting reinforcements.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're getting reinforcements from outside the map. Okay, yep. Now, are you ready to give it a first try?
Yep. Do you want to do anything more with this guy?
Which guy are you pointing
Might as well finish the move off.
You mean the guy going to the VIP?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. It's going into the room. Usually checking if the door is open. Checking that way. Can you see what I'm doing now?
Yes.
Okay, then this. Go backwards again. I usually leave the VIP where he is in this room. Maybe I can transport him to another room and he has a walk. But what you can
Can't move
do?
him.
No, yeah, no, but you can move him. That's what I managed to do, and then
Ah,
you can put him, but only if you reach him. Once you reach him, he will acknowledge that you saved him, and you can move him as well. But he doesn't have any weapons. So what you do is you put him in a room that only has one access and no windows, which is the
yeah,
bathroom right here. If you put him in the bathroom, like him through here to the door, first you gotta secure, of course, the room to make sure there's no enemies in here. But what I found out was that if you put him in a room, most rooms have multiple doors or windows, which is hard to secure with one guy. But if you put the VIP in the bathroom here, which is close by, it only has one opening, it has no windows, and you can secure this bathroom with only one guy. So you can use the rest to clear the map of terrorists. And I got him facing, as you can see. Can you see his facing as well? The guy that
yeah.
I'm going to put in there, I have him facing the southern door, this one, the southwest door, and the window on the west. He only won't be able to cover the door on the north, but they usually don't come through the north. They only come through this hallway here, and then my guy will spot them through the window, and he will already start shooting the bad guys through the window, and anybody who survives and tries to come through the door will get shot right through the door here. So,
If you move this guy here, there,
mhm.
you'll be able to see all the doors.
Okay, because I use this counter more as sort of a. I'll try. Oh, you're right. I can cover everything. It's even better, and I got a better view through the glass. I never did this in my own playthrough, so yeah, it's actually better positioned. I use the counter as a sort of a cover, but this is good as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I can cover all four or three doors in one window. Well, I'm ready to go and give it a try. If you are
Yes.
ready, when you are. But you need
Nothing
to
should happen at first.
no, because you need to throw the grenades. I am
Yeah.
playing, but you're still paused, so the time will start running. Okay, now start the time
Alpha,
running.
go.
Press A.
Alpha,
Okay,
go.
now you need to do A.
Bravo,
B.
go. Alpha, go.
A.
Alpha, go. Alpha,
And
go.
again. Shit, I forgot to rush. I need to run. Oh, he makes the door.
Alpha,
He opens
go.
the door. I need to run.
Alpha, go.
Oh, why doesn't he run?
Oh, I think because I'm paused. After I'm paused as well.
Okay. Run. Go, guys. Oh, just in time. Just in time to kill the first two executioners. Oh, that was lucky. No executioners inside here.
That was skill. That was skill. That's what that was.
Okay, the VIP is covered. There's going to be two more executioners. Okay, there's one. Okay, he's dead. The fourth one. Oh shit, no! Oh, almost killed a civilian. What? I almost killed a civilian that got in between. But I'm
You didn't get him? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, I need to. Shit, wrong button. I need to reload my weapon. But usually there's no more enemies coming, but I'm gonna leave my guy.
Yeah.
I'm playing, by the way. What is happening? My guy is stuck. He's got a pistol. But we got no. Do you see any green outlines on the floor from dead bodies? Because that means a dead civilian. I only see gray ones.
I don't see any.
No, I see gray ones. That's good. But I noticed the color difference because a dark gray one means an enemy, but a light gray one means a teammate, and a green one means a civilian. But you still got all your guys, right? Oh, I forgot to press B.
Bravo, go.
Oh,
Mission completed.
mission completed. You got the last one. Oh, we got 3 stars. Oh, and
I'm a genius.
oh, would it also work for me now that for solo? Does this count?
I don't know. But even if it doesn't,
no, it doesn't. Now I
know
know
how to do it now.
Yeah, I know how to do it. But
well, have a look. Have a look. See if it.
Yeah. How do you do? Show map.
Let's go back.
You mean show map?
Go back. Right. Come out of the multiplayer room.
Back to menu or continue?
Back to menu.
Oh, the host has timed out. Shit. Too late. I'm back in the main menu now with the logo.
Yeah. Have a look and see if you've got 3 stars on your solo.
It was at 1 Indian country. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I have 3 stars now.
Oh.
So I have 3 stars on everything now. Unless the only one that that's still classified as not a mission yet.
Yeah.
I have 6 stars on everything. Also including the 2 new missions, because I believe there was an update to this game last week where the devs.
That's right. Yeah, I've done one of them.
Yeah, I've done both of them, and there are like 2 new missions. One is in Lead the Way, and the other one is in Tiny Troubles, I believe. The third chapter, so to say.
Yeah, and Tiny Troubles is the one I've done.